Yeah, we'll listen like everybody.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody. We're just waiting for the latecomers. I know it's this summery, beautiful morning. So we want to make sure that everybody is here. But now let us settle into a spirit of worship. You can light a silent candle of joy or sorrow at this time. And please enjoy our prelude by the UUCW choir, Lean on Me. You can sing along too if you'd like. It's number 1021 in the blue hymnal.
We Unitarian Universalists don't drink from our chalice. Instead,
Yes.
we use it to hold the flame. The circle of the chalice helps keep the fire small. The flame doesn't blind us. It doesn't burn us. It gives us light so we can see all the different things in the universe, even the invisible ones, because the Unitarian Universalist flame is a light of learning. The flaming chalice is a symbol of community and of love as we remember and celebrate our times together. The flaming chalice also helps us to hold strength and hope for those who move forth from this sacred place into our challenging world.
Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Worcester, a congregation of love, hope, and justice, inspiring people to take on the challenges of a changing world. My name is Vicki Cox-Lanyon, and I'm a member of the Religious Exploration Team. Welcome to our annual RE service, where we reflect on our year and we honor our graduates. We offer a special welcome to those of you who are new or visiting with us this morning for the first time. We're delighted that you're here. We hope that you'll join us in Fellowship Hall following the service for refreshments and conversation. For those joining us online, a very special welcome. For safety purposes, and so we might come to know you better, please list your name on your video feed as you are able. Please take a moment to sign one of the attendance clipboards that are now being circulated. We hope they will appear momentarily. Though you're not obligated to sign, we appreciate your information and we'll use it only for church purposes. During the service, we offer an opportunity to share a brief personal joy or sorrow. If you'd like yours to be read aloud, please print it on an index card in the pew and drop it in the collection plate when it comes around. For those online, if you wish to have a joy or sorrow shared, please place it in the chat. In the foyer are listening devices and large print service programs and hymnals for those who may find their assistance beneficial. Please see one of our ushers who will be pleased to assist you. I invite you now to turn your technology to worship mode. And finally, please note the announcements on the back of your program. We're so glad you're here and hope this morning is an opportunity for rest, reflection, and rejuvenation. Our opening words today are an intergenerational invocation presented by the RE team. Spirit of infancy. Spirit of, Spirit of infancy, be with us now. Bring all of your vulnerability and softness. Bless us with loud cries and captivating smiles. Teach us to trust.
Spirit of childhood, be with us now. Bring all of your energy and curiosity. Bless us with giggles and hugs. Teach us to play.
Spirit of youth, be with us now. Bring all of your insight and courage. Bless us with passion and intelligence. Teach us to grow.
Spirit of adulthood, be with us now. Bring all of your responsibility and loving. Bless us with your gifts and fears. Teach us to connect.
Spirit of elders, be with us now. Bring all of your answers and questions. Bless us with your stories and hopes. Teach us to believe.
what do we do with the microphone? Thank you to our lovely RE team. Would you now please join us in body or in spirit as we sing our opening hymn, number 131, Love Will Guide Us. Sing like angels, if you cannot speak before heavens, you can give God deep within you. You can change the world with your love. Love will guide us, keeps us guide us, hope inside us, will lead the way on the road from free to healing. Love will guide us through the hard night. You may be seated. Is this mic on? Yes. So this is the Sunday where we look back on our religious exploration year and we honor those who keep this program running, going, exciting, and just a wonderful part of this church. I say this not because I am the director, but because I am a lucky director who has lots of help and lots of wonderful ideas filtered into me at all times. And I just have to send out the emails. Could you please stand if you have this year been a teacher of one of our RE classes? And that means OWL teachers as well and advisors. Can you stand if you have assisted in one of our classes this year? Could you please stand if you were a mentor to one of our youth this year? Can you stand if you are Carol or Leo from the Garden On Committee who helped us out a lot this year? I want to thank all of you, and I want to thank our youth helpers as well. I don't see the ones that I'm thinking of, but I do want to honor Lois, stand Lois, who has been tried and true at our nursery all year. And finally, I'd like to thank our religious exploration team, which are these five fine young people who have been keeping the program alive and well and kicking, always loyal, always there for me and for our families. Jenny, Vicky, Anna, Beckley, and Claire, could you please stand? Now, all of you who have had an opportunity to stand up at all today, could you please come on up to the altar? Come on. We have Bruce Lachey here as one of our advisors and Kirsty Johnson Erickson as our youth group advisors. Oh my goodness, so many people to thank. And now it's time to honor some people who have, some of which started in our nursery, actually, many, many years ago. And some are brand new to the church. So it's an interesting mix of lovely people who I am going to miss so badly when they go off. Tomorrow night is bridging. But I'd like to honor our seniors that are here with us today. Please come up and could you stand, seniors, in the order in which I call you? Eva Anderson, Lois Dival, Jack Hastings, Charlie Heffernan, Conrad Homan, Casey Johnson Erickson, Lindsay Lyko, Evan Ron, Zael Stevenson Sweeney, and Cheyenne Ganea Martin. And also let's mention that Zoe Langlois is also a senior that has graduated from our church. And I'm sure there's more that I'm missing, but how are we doing? We don't have everybody, but we have everybody that we need. These fine people, everybody's fine today, as you noticed. We're all fine. Some, of course, have come up through the program, and others have started fairly recently with us. Some of them have been involved in different programs in the church. I think everybody has done OWL. Has everybody done OWL? Pretty much, yeah. And so we've really seen a lot of these people, and we're going to really miss them. And we'd like to know what you are going to be doing this year after you leave our church. So if you could kind of move up a little bit, don't be afraid. Okay, and just, I want you to say step out, say your name, how you've been involved in the church and what you think of your plans are. Okay? And then straight down the line.
Hi, I'm Eva Anderson. I've been a part of the youth group for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 years now. It's
Nice and loud.
It's been it's been a highlight of being here in Massachusetts. My plans for next year, I'm going to college. I'm going to an art school in Boston called Mass Art. So,
Hi, I've been here from the start. I'm Jack Hastings. I'm a senior this year. I've been at this church, oh God, basically my whole life since I was like 2, I was in nursery. My plans for the future, I'm going to Northeastern University next year in Boston, where I'm going to be studying mechanical engineering with an aerospace focus and hopefully get a 5 years master's degree.
Hi, my name is Lois. I've been a part of this church since I was pretty young, maybe like 4 or 5. And I've done RE and COA and Deep Roots and youth group. And in the fall, I'll be attending Drexel University in Philadelphia, and I'll be majoring in math.
Hello, everybody. My name is Charlie Heffernan. I've been going to this church since I was 1 or 2. In the fall, I will be attending Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute for mechanical engineering.
I'm Conrad Homan. I've been at the church since I was 0. I've done basically every class we've offered. I started in the nursery. I am finishing in youth group. And this fall, I'll be going to Wentworth in Boston for architecture.
I'm Casey Johnson Erickson. I've been in the church since probably day 1. I didn't stay in the nursery. I wanted to come here because I wanted to be with my moms. I've been in youth group, COA, OWL, Deep Roots, all the fun stuff. I'm taking a gap year. I'm going to stay at my studio teaching and learning another year. And I'll be around. So if you need another opening number, I got you.
I'm Cheyenne Martin, and I've been at this church for a long time. I am going to work at the Greendale YMCA this summer and hopefully get a job for the fall. And I'm going to be going to the transition program.
And to all of you seniors, I would like to read a poem, except it's over here. It's a blessing for graduation and bridging. As you step forward, Jack, Eva, Lois, Charlie, Conrad, Casey, Cheyenne, Ziel, Evan, Zoe, Lindsay. As you step forward to your next chapter, we all will send you our fondest hopes and blessings. May life bring enough challenge to fuel your dreams, enough affirmation to honor your gifts, and enough nurture to give your spirit peace. Believe in your vision, follow your dreams, and know that when you return to us, here you will find the hands of friends. And we have a special song to be sung by Rachel and Randy Wagner for you. So please stay up here.
So I was at a graduation this week, and one of the graduating seniors was talking about how the memories that you make, you get to carry those forever. So no matter where you go, if things are tough, you have these memories to hold And you always have an open door here. So this is for you. These are the days these are days you'll remember. Never before and never since. I promise, will the whole world be warm as this? And as you feel it, you'll know it's true, that you are blessed and lucky. It's true that you are touched by something that'll grow and bloom in you. These are days you'll remember, when May is rushing over you with desire. In every hour you know it's true. That unlucky, you'll know it's true, that you are blessed and lucky. It's true that you are touched by something that'll grow and bloom in you. These are days these are the days you might fill with laughter until you break. These days you might feel a shaft of light make your way across your face. And when you do, you'll know how it was meant to be. See the sign and know their meaning. It's true. You'll know how it was meant to be. See the sign and know they're speaking to you. Yeah, 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 yeah.
We now come to that time in our service when we are invited to share that which is symbolic of our own values and our own efforts. An offering in support of the ministries and mission of this congregation as it continues to inspire people to take on the challenges of a changing world. We invite you to participate in this weekly ritual by either texting your offering to 508-231-5335 or by visiting our website www.uucworcester.org/donate. The morning offering will be received at this time.
Ours is a welcoming community where we find connection, a spiritual community where we find meaning. Ours is a shared community where our joys are amplified, a caring community where our sorrows are lessened. We take this moment to reflect on our joys and sorrows and acknowledge the mutual support of our community. If you would like, you can come forward with a brief expression of a special joy or sorrow. You may also light a candle or write a joy or sorrow on a card, and we will read it for you. For those joining us online, please write it into the chat following the words, "Please read." Are there any joys or sorrows on this day?
My name is Maya Desai,
I'm Sean Dival.
and our daughter is Lois. And we're so proud of her. And at some point, the last year has been a little tricky with college applications and the stress of senior year. And at one point she said, I don't know what I would be without this church and youth group. And we just want to thank everyone for that.
Yes, thank you for this loving community. It's been so wonderful for our family. Thank you.
So hi, I'm Rachel Wagner. I have two joys. My first joy is our lovely piano player, Deb Bonneau, for her grace and her ease and her flexibility that she makes look really easy, but I know how not easy it is to jump in at a moment's notice on many, many things, but that's what we do here. That's the way that we do things here, and that when there is need, we show up. And she has shown up in so many ways, and I'm really grateful for the friendship and connection that we have kindled and grown through this experience together. It's been lovely. So, and the other joy that I have is that earlier this week, I got a telephone call and I looked down at my phone and it said, Matt Johnson. Yeah. So, and as soon as I picked up, because my heart started beating fast, I'm like, I want this to be Matt. And as soon as I heard his voice, tears came to my eyes. And I told him, I said, it is so lovely to hear your voice. And I want to tell you that he is healing and he's working really, really hard. And he's had a long journey up until now. And he's going to continue to have a journey towards a new normal for him. But it really was such a blessing to hear his voice and to hear from him that music is in his head and it is a part of his life. And it's a reawakening after a long night that he has had. And I'm feeling really grateful for that. And I wanted to share that I had spoken with him this week. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Mara Pentlarge, and I have two joys also. One is after 10 months on crutches, I can walk. I can walk. And the other one, which is almost equally big for me, is I decided that I can take the risk to be here with you, that I've got a good mask and etc. I'm glad to be here.
I've never shared a joy or sorrow before, so this is very fun. I am super excited that on Thursday, my girlfriend is taking me to visit her family in Brazil. So I'm very excited to go down, and we're gonna fly there on Thursday, and it's gonna be fun.
So I have two joys today. The first is that our oldest daughter, Morgan, has texted us from Italy, where she was showing us what she was eating in Florence. I said, don't flaunt it. You're in Florence. She's there for 10 days with friends and is apparently having the time of her life, which is exactly what you ought to be doing at 23 or 18 or 17. Mushroom risotto is what she was showing us. I was hoping that Denise would be here this morning because I think she deserves the opportunity to make this announcement, but I want to begin by saying, for all of you who worked the yard sale yesterday, would you stand? Thank you so much. This crew has been working for over a week and set up and then sold and then tore down so that we could come and enjoy Sunday morning here together. It was an enormous amount of work, and we owe a tremendous debt of gratitude to Denise Darragrand, who coordinated the entire thing. As of today, we have an income of $4,740 for the yard sale. And we have an income of about $560 for the Garden On team. So it was a wonderful day. It was hot. We were full of folks here. Everyone, and I think the really important thing for me, as well as for so many others, because, you know, this has not been the year for us to gain a lot of energy, right? And people kind of came into the yard sale going, oh, it's going to be such, you know, a slog kind of initial energy, right? Lots of work to do. It took about 10 minutes for almost anyone who was working here to go, oh my God, how much I miss this. The amount of fun that people had, the connections that were made, the community, the laughter, the wonderful experience of doing this again, and the experience that we got from the community at large, who said, we missed this for the last 2 years. So Denise, who had said in an article earlier this month, I'm going to retire, and so are some of the other folks. So we need to find people to step into this. She walked into my office on Saturday or Friday afternoon, and she said, disregard what I said. I will do this next year. So I'm grateful to her for doing it for another year, but it tells you something about the kind of energy that was garnered in this process. So thank you all.
And finally, I would like to say thank you to Aaron, because I'm a very lucky religious exploration director, because Aaron does not micromanage me or my RE staff. And that is a gift, because do you know, I work alongside a group. We have a cluster group of directors that we meet monthly. And their hands are so bound by their ministers' maybe lack of creativity, or I shouldn't say that, not equally aligned creativity. They have to do a message every morning connected to the minister's message. They really don't have any freedom to be creative and try crazy things and see if they work. And we have so many creative people in our community that, what a shame, because I'm sure they do too. But in this place, we honor everybody's ideas and energy. And I really appreciate Aaron as a boss, because he lets it happen and he trusts us, and that makes for good programming. So thank you, Aaron.
Robin, we have online joys as well. From Laura Lenahan, she says, I'd like to thank Lois for being my grandson Mason's best buddy in the nursery and for being such a great friend for Rain. I'd also like to give a shout out to Sherry for representing IHN yesterday at the 300th birthday bath downtown Worcester. Sherry spoke to so many about the work that we do.
For all the things said and unsaid, for connections new and old, the moments of joy, tears of goodbyes, the beckoning whispers of summer days, for the open hearts and closed books, for the rocky hillside of past and the blossom on the verge, awaiting the phases of the moon and sun. For these we pray and hold dear to our hearts. Blessed be and amen.
Thank you, everyone, for sharing. My message is going to be followed by Aaron's message today. Mine is fairly short because I know I've been speaking a lot, but I hope it's full of some meaning for all. Remember these days. So my message today started out being for our high school graduating seniors. And as I wrote this, I realized that it's for everyone here, for all of us. Remember today, because as you move out of this sacred space, you will be missed and are loved. We pray that you will return when you can. Remember all the things you have given to this community, big things or small things. They will remain a beautiful memory within these walls and for always. We will remember. Remember that this beloved, what this beloved community has given to you, all of us. Take all the love, the feelings, the laughter, the discoveries, and hold them close as you move out into the world. These things are intangible and precious and can also serve as your North Star, leading you home to your true self if you ever find yourself a little lost. Remember the music and the words and the symbols and all the times you didn't feel like being here, but came anyways, only to have one of the best or meaningful times in your life. Remember the days when we kept apart because of COVID, but still found a way to support one another. Remember how good it feels to come back together. And I hope soon we will all see each other without masks, maybe, in full pews and full classrooms all together in beloved community. Thanks.
So I want to talk about a different kind of memory. I want to speak specifically to our seniors for a moment. Do you remember these last 2 years? What do you remember most about it? Isolation, confusion. What else? Disappointment? Loneliness? School was weird. I mean, it was weird prior to this, but it got weirder, right? Yes. And I share that with you. Because there isn't a person here that didn't experience some of that in their lives. But there's another part of this story. And it doesn't begin here. This week, we're opening up the 300th celebration of the city of Worcester, right? 1722. 24 generations ago. 24 generations ago. And a little less than 120 years after the founding of Worcester, 119 to be exact, a group of families, a small group of families gathered at the courthouse. And they established First Universalist Church of Worcester. Actually, when they established it, it was the First Universalist Society of Worcester. And then a couple of years later, it was made significant by the state by establishing the church. It was in Brindley Hall, which no longer exists, only in pictures. That's 11 generations ago. Each time that I felt the loneliness and the isolation and the fear of going into a time that I didn't know and couldn't predict the future, two things grounded me. The first thing that grounded me was the fact that I was not, in fact, alone. That a phone call away or a Zoom away, I had a ready-made community of people who not only enveloped and surrounded me, but also shared the same kind of experience that I was having at the time. And I suspect many of you and your schoolmates found yourselves in similar situations. But the other thing I remembered was that I am the legacy of ministers dating back to 1841. Ministers who, with their congregations, withstood world wars, the pandemic of 1918 that withstood tragedies, both local and national and international, that found their way by doing things like rolling bandages in the basement of the churches, establishing men's groups and women's groups and youth groups and children's programs in order that people might find common cause with each other. And what I remembered in those moments was that I am never alone, even when I feel like I am. That there is a great cloud of witnesses that stand behind me, that I can call on as a spirit when I do not feel like my strength itself will sustain me. People who I don't even know, who will carry me through any moment. I remember this in my most frustrating moments because it is true. You are not alone. And as you go forth into your lives in this moment that embodies the paradox of tremendous excitement about what's coming next and the terror of, oh my God, what am I doing? Always remember that you have a place to come home to when you want to. And also remember this, you're the 11th generation. There will be a 12th and a 13th and a 14th and a 15th and on and on and on. You are not just you are a legacy. And so what you do matters. Because you not just represent your own values, you represent the values of those whose very lives were committed to creating this opportunity for you to go and explore and be and grow and learn and serve and start families and find meaning. And 11 generations from now, you are the progenitors of what happens next. So take what you do seriously, but not so seriously that you don't remember that you are also gloriously incomplete, right? And that what completes us, right, is the puzzle piece that someone else carries that finishes your puzzle. The people that you connect with, the folks that help you make meaning, the folks that help you find joy and happiness. Create community wherever you go. And remember that in the process of doing that, you are responsible for expanding that community to include people who have never known community quite that way before. So that you too are a legacy of hope and of love and of courage. Yes, I know the last couple of years have been isolating and frustrating. But you know what? When you're speaking with your grandchildren or your great-grandchildren or any of their friends, should you be lucky enough to be able to experience that, they're going to ask you about this time because they're going to read about it in their history books. And the first thing you're going to do is correct the history book. And the second thing that you're going to do is remind them that as frustrated as I felt in the moment, I survived and I thrived. And because of that, that grandchild and that great-grandchild is here. So here's the final thing I say to you to remember today. Never, ever give up on yourself, on each other, on the community at large, or the world. Amen. And blessed be.
Thank you, Aaron. That was beautiful. You got Jenny, really got Jenny. I would like to invite everybody to stand in body or in spirit for our closing hymn, number 1064 in the blue teal hymnal, Blue Boat Home.
Still my
You may be seated.
Hi. I'm Beckley with today's closing benediction. This is titled A Recognition of Graduation, written by Christine C. Robinson, who is a retired UU minister. Divine Spirit of our comings and goings, bless those who go forth and bless those who stay. May you who dare new adventures be safe and challenged, healthy and hopeful. May you who remain know satisfaction in your calling. May you who stay to make a home anew be renewed in your own lives. May you who depart for new homes find new loves and cares, always remembering the love you have known here. May we all be blessed in our comings and goings, and know as we depart that the same sun shines on us all, wherever we may be. Amen.
And now we're going to take a quick look, a little 5-minute look at our RE year. So please enjoy the slideshow. And after the slideshow, we can enjoy some fellowship hour in Fellowship Hall.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. friends to you, don't waste your time. Here's why, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high, bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high, bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy.
I'm looking at that and I say, wow, we got a lot done during a semi-COVID year, right? And thank you to all of you. And for now, the service is over. Please join together with your community in Fellowship Hall, grab a coffee, go outside. Oh, no, so we always do this every year, don't we?
Wait, there's more. Yep, step down, step aside, Missy. Talk about upstaging someone. So, I mean, all day we've been talking about all the work that we do. And what I really want to acknowledge is we do our work because we have Robin as an inspiration and a spiritual guide and an assistant and our lovely minister. Without Robin, this would not happen the way it does. So much ado for Robin. What? Okay. Yay, Robin.
Thank you, everybody. Beloved community, go get a snack. See you soon.
Vicky, we're hugging it out. Fabulous. Yeah.